Okay, Paris. Welcome back to another episode of this show. Episode 10. 10 episodes, y'all. Hey, round of applause or something?
Huh?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Woohoo! 10.
Don't know what it took us to get to that large number, but we're
I
here.
know. We are in August, and we recorded our first episode in December of last year.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And it'll
Our
always be
9-month anniversary.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and it will almost be 1 year since we did our trial run.
Oh, wow.
This
Yeah,
That was something.
our listeners, I'll give y'all some behind the scenes details of the episode.
do we really have to?
No, we good. We're moving on.
It's a train wreck.
I mean, I wasn't even there technically. I'm kind of curious what Jay has to say about it.
Oh,
It's a video.
please don't do this.
I know, Jay. Do you really have to show everyone that?
One day, I will show everyone.
One day. I'm not
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah,
One day. But yeah, we're back. Kinda.
We're back, y'all.
Our last recording was like a month ago.
I'm sorry. We're sorry.
We
We were on
have,
summer vacation, you know. Stuff
Yeah.
happens.
it happened, but we are trying to get more consistent. So just bear with us.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So, we're gonna just give y'all some updates of what's happened since the last time we recorded until now. First and foremost, we posted a vlog on our YouTube channel.
Yay!
It was thoroughly entertaining. We all went to a Stray Kids concert.
the best thing ever.
Yeah.
And
I wish-
They went. I didn't go.
Anyway,
right?
It was fun. You
We-
guys should go check it out.
yeah. Y'all need to go see Stray Kids in concerts.
support the
all
boys.
K-pop fans. All stays. If you haven't been to a Stray Kids concert, you gotta go. It's an amazing
Mhm.
experience.
Such a hater. Oh my
I
goodness.
know.
Well, like, stay over there. Let us have
Alyssa,
our time.
you went and said a thing this whole time. And the first thing you say is the most hating thing about me. Stay
Just stop
muted.
hating.
Stay muted.
No.
Continue, Jay.
Okay, but you was over here shaking your head.
Yeah. Just because you muted does not mean you not throwing shade and
Exactly.
hate.
I'm not throwing no shade.
Then what are you shaking your head for?
Got an itch? Got
I'm
something in
saying-
your ear? Your neck
Who
broken?
scratches their ear by shaking their head?
No,
It's
if
a
they're like
thing.
ear itches. I've seen people do that.
When your ear itch, they do this?
Anyway, yeah, Stray Kids concert was amazing. Okay. That's pretty much what we were trying to say.
Mm,
And it was fun vlogging it. That was the first vlog.
yeah.
Yeah,
They are a lot more handsome in person. Just
they
with-
are. We had,
especially
we had pretty good seats, and man, they look gorgeous in person, especially Felix. Ooh. Sorry.
Yeah. So if you guys, listeners out there, if you guys want to see the vlog, go ahead and go to our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I'll post a link in the not description, but in the details box on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. And if you want to see some more vlogs, let us know.
Let us know.
Mm-hmm.
We're so down to do more vlogs.
Yep. We also went
Give
to
us an excuse to go
Vegas.
some more concerts.
We did go to Vegas.
That was an interesting adventure.
That's fun.
I wasn't there. It was a sad occasion.
So
Yes.
that's why it was fun.
Anyway,
Cold.
Yeah, Paris couldn't come. She had a C19.
She had the C19, so she had to quarantine.
Oh.
That rhymed.
My
oh my
Nah.
goodness, here we go. We ain't doing this.
You know, I didn't really mean to do that. It just happened. Okay. I wasn't trying to spit bars, attempt like Roman does. Okay.
Oh no, I spit it.
Attempt.
Oh no, we ain't starting
I
this.
mean,
I'm
you
gonna melt y'all
spit.
computers. I'm gonna
Attempt.
melt y'all computers.
Anyways,
Mm-mm.
Anyway.
Back
We're
to-
not gonna touch that with a 10-foot pole.
Biggest haters.
Anyway.
It takes one to know
For
one.
real.
I ain't no hater.
Yes, you
You
are.
went
I have
20
no reason
seconds
to hate.
ago.
I
You
legit
a
have
liar.
no
You
reason
huge
to hate.
hater.
just hate on Stray Kids.
You sure did.
No one hated. I'm just
Then
saying
what
they
was
not
you
as good as
checking
y'all
in
saying
on?
it is.
You didn't have to say
How
no
would
that
you
one
know?
time.
No.
Listen, I have been listening to that mug since y'all came
Okay,
back.
but that's you. Don't be
That's a
raining on our
personal
parade
problem.
because
Ain't
you
nobody
don't like
raining on y'all
them.
parade. I'm
Okay, then
giving
don't
an
shake your head
outside.
and don't be judging when we
I
talk
do as
about
I
it.
please. I do as I please.
No.
Yeah.
'Cause- okay, but you hating.
Mm.
You hating
But
as you
nobody's
please.
hating.
You hating as you
Nobody's hating.
please.
I have no reason to hate.
You hating as you please.
I
Then you
have
had no reason to
hate.
move your head in
Exactly.
a shaky
Yes, I
motion.
did.
No,
Yes,
you
I
didn't.
What was
did.
the
No, you
reason?
didn't.
If it was
To
not
put
hate.
in my sense of the two.
Oh my
You
goodness.
sound so stupid.
Oh my god.
Moving on.
Y'all explain to me how
Vegas.
it's
This is the
Vegas
real reason why we ain't been here for like a month.
was fun.
No, it's not.
It's all Roman.
Yes, Paris.
We were planning that trip for months, and
We
a week
were.
before, no, like 2 days before it's time for us to go, I find out that I can't. I was so sad.
Yeah, it was so sad.
It was a very
Oh,
sad.
man.
But we
they-
had fun.
We sure did have fun. The drive
Mhm.
was fun, even though it was hot. Okay. 114 degrees when we arrived. Okay.
Car cold, but we sweating.
Yeah. We literally
that
all
work?
realized at the same time, we're thinking, like, why are we sweating? And the air is on. There's no reason for us to be sweating right now. I think it's because she had her sunroof open a little bit
Yeah.
and the sun was beaming.
Oh, she closed it.
Yeah, she closed it after we realized we were sweating.
Oh.
Yeah,
it was
I got out
crazy.
there. I was so mad. It was
And then
hot.
we had to get out the car because we stopped at Target. And that was, it was blowing hot air. It's hot already, and then it's blowing hot air at us too.
I was so
Called
upset.
Vegas air conditioning.
Mhm.
Y'all just don't know.
Nothing but heat. It was so bad. Yeah, it was fun. I got to catch up on some anime. We stayed with a family out there, and my cousin made me catch up on some My Hero. So I'm almost
Aw.
there. I'm almost at season 5.
About time.
Whatever. I've been trying to catch up on One Piece. I've been focusing on that. So I've been like put everything else to the side, but she was like, "No, you're catching up."
Mm.
And then
We had a water balloon
Y'all
fight.
eat.
we had a water balloon fight.
Kind
With
of.
Alyssa cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen,
Yeah, I
gave me
heard that
some,
was
yeah,
I did
people
not
started
cheat.
using different
Yeah, she
objects
cheated.
than
Okay.
water
They're not-
balloons.
it's a water balloon fight, but she's using
Y'all
water
are mad
bottles.
because I had a good idea.
No,
No.
it's cheating.
No, because
No.
our
No.
cousin said
No.
that he did not want balloons to be popped. They started just.
Okay, first of
Well,
all,
they
that
know-
was
can
like
I
way
finish?
later.
They said that he said that he didn't want any more balloons on like hot balloons all over the floor. And so they started filling up the balloons and just pouring them. And I thought that would be hard. So I filled up the water balloon. And I filled up the water bottle and I just threw it at people. Much easier.
Now, in the comments, I want y'all to tell us what a water balloon fight consists of.
Okay, but at
Yeah,
that point,
exactly.
it wasn't even a water balloon fight.
I'm
It
pretty
was though,
sure,
because we were still
No.
using the balloons.
Well,
because
I
I'm
didn't want
pretty
to use
sure
the
a
balloon.
water
So you cheated.
balloon fight is water and balloons. It's in the name.
You know,
It's
to be
Exactly.
not
honest,
water
I've
bottle
had a
fight.
couple, and water bottles have gotten involved before, so I think it's just a thing.
No.
Cheating. Either way.
Yeah, because I was with my family and we were doing it like in the park, and like one of my uncles really like got a water bottle and like hole through like the top and everything, and just started like spraying people. So it could happen.
We used that at school. And then
Mhm.
Yeah. Either way, it was really fun. It was a little cooler that day. It was like 90s, somewhere in the 90s. But it was overcast, which was weird.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you guys got humidity too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. We also did like a spelling bee, Loki. If you got the word wrong, you get a water balloon thrown at you.
Yeah. I spelled some good words.
okay.
Like what, Jay?
I don't
What was
remember.
one of the words you spelled? You don't remember? Interesting.
Nah.
But we was chilling. We didn't get to really do what we was planning on doing. Like we were gonna go to Avenger Dome and everything, but then we was chilling so much. We are like, just stay in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, and it would have been like.
Did you
super
guys go out to
crowded.
eat?
No.
No, because we didn't have to. Like, who we were staying with, my cousin, she was cooking the whole time. Cooked some good stuff.
Mm.
Yep. So we didn't have
And
to really.
then
And he
on
got
our way
some
back
pizza.
from Vegas, we all met in person.
Oh yes! On our way
Yeah.
to Vegas, we were able to
So we stopped by our little hunky dory town.
Mm-hmm.
Got
That
to
was
enjoy some of
fun.
our finer
Nasty.
foods.
Nasty chili and mac,
Oh yeah, that was funny.
which was really just spaghetti.
It really was.
I
That was funny.
mean,
Hamburgers
as
good
I
though.
said, it's our nice little hunky dory town, and some big city folks be expecting certain things when they order stuff off a menu that our town cannot provide.
You tell me you
But
can't
it
provide
said
mac and
mac.
cheese and
Desert
chili?
town.
Y'all got mac and cheese?
Man,
Obviously not at that restaurant. I don't know about everywhere else, but when I tell you, I've never met anyone who has ordered that off a menu before.
I know.
I didn't
was
know
like,
it
what
was gonna
is
be like that. When you show up to the diners, you just get a burger and call it a day.
I sure
You're over
did.
here trying to get
It was a nice
mac
time.
and cheese with some chili on it. That cannot be provided at a diner. So he got some piece of mess looking spaghetti that tasted horrible that the flies did not even want.
look,
Mm.
when you see mac and chili, or chili and mac, whatever the combo was, you would expect, when you see the words mac, you expect mac and cheese. No, spaghetti noodles. That's what they gave me. It should have been chili spaghetti. It's false advertisement, and I should sue. Fuck off.
Who really made the rule? Who seriously made the rule that mac and cheese specifically has to have the elbow macaroni
Yeah.
noodles?
Miss Ma'am, the macaroni noodle is what makes the mac.
The mac, yeah, that's what
Yeah.
mac is.
Like-
Name mac and cheese. Have you ever seen mac and cheese any other way other than the mac noodle or the spirally pasta?
I don't think it's called a mac noodle.
I call it a mac noodle.
I think so.
I think it's
Is it
elbow,
the
like she said.
elbows? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
elbows.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Is,
elbows.
is
You don't
macaroni?
see, you don't see spaghetti noodles when someone says macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, when I saw mac, my black instincts told me mac as in elbow mac and cheese.
Because now
not-
I'm wondering what the
spaghetti
mac
and
mean
chili.
then. Because we
I
didn't
don't
see no
know.
mac.
Probably a
I
nickname.
don't know.
Probably what?
That's what made me
Probably.
mad. The noodle had no cheese. So what mac? Ooh.
Ah.
I mean, to be fair, they didn't say mac and cheese and chili. They just said mac and chili.
But mac goes with cheese. It's mac and cheese. No
It wasn't
one,
even any
no one
mac,
just
though.
says mac and leave it as the pasta. Like that's not mac. That's pasta. Oh,
We
you
live
gonna make me sue them?
in a hunky dory desert town. I am so sorry you thought you was gonna get what you ordered, as if you were in a city. We are not that.
I
We are
expected
like
more
a
from
pit
y'all.
stop in between two major cities. That is it.
So I expect better food.
You know what?
You a
Next,
pit stop. It's supposed to give me the energy I need to get to the end of my destination. And that, if I ordered that and that's what I saw, I would have burned the place down if I was truly hungry. I'm just saying, because that's not soothing nobody. It was a false advertisement. It was false advertisement. I'm so serious.
I feel you.
There was nothing back
it was
about
pretty
it.
bad. It was pretty bad. We
That's
know
funny.
Jay had a nice time with her order, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This girl right here, y'all. She just
She broke the like
don't-
top rule of like carpool common courtesy.
Hey Paris, since you wasn't there, let me fill you in, okay? You know how she's lactose intolerant, right?
Oh no.
This girl decides, along with, did you get a burger?
Mhm.
Okay, along with her
The
burger,
bacon cheese one.
bacon cheeseburger. Also, she gets not just fries, she gets cheese fries, okay, with a milkshake,
And finished all of it.
everything.
If we were recording, I would say your full name.
Exactly.
And y'all
And
still
she
had
has-
what, like 3
Yeah,
more
we still
hours
had
to
a lot-
go?
Yeah, a couple more hours to go.
No,
Or like, I think, no, it was like 40 minutes, I think.
That
like
was just to her
almost
house,
an
though,
hour.
wasn't it?
Yeah, because we were just going back to her house, but we like chilled for a minute. We were planning on like chilling at her house for a minute and then going back.
Thank
But
goodness it was only
she was
40
feeling
minutes.
it. She was feeling it like mid-trip though. She started feeling it mid-trip, and I'm like, Jay, as you better not.
let me tell
This
y'all
is what you
something.
get.
Let me tell
Oh,
y'all
goodness.
something.
What you gonna tell?
When I dropped y'all off, the sounds that came out of my body, I have never heard that before in my life.
Mm-mm. Ew.
See, Jay, I would feel so much more sympathy for you if we had not specifically beforehand discussed what you should get off of this menu, because I knew you were lactose intolerant. I was like, I know I brought you to a diner, but how about you get this? And none of that included dairy. And the way you just went to the counter without me supervising and came back with like 4 different layers of dairy. I don't know what you was doing.
Okay, here's the thing. Let me explain myself, okay? At first, I wasn't gonna get a milkshake. I was gonna get a lemonade, right? And I was walking.
That's what
and
we discussed.
I walked past Anaya, and she said something along the lines like, I have to get a milkshake because it's a 50s diner or something like that. And I
Don't
thought to
try to
myself,
flip it on me.
oh, dang, you're right. I should get a milkshake because I'm not going to experience
Not
this.
when you're lactose intolerant though.
So,
So it's nice.
I got into line.
Not when you're carpooling. Not when you're carpooling on a road trip with like 40 more minutes to go.
Exactly,
To
with
get
other
home.
people in the car.
Yeah, but I held it in.
My goodness, Jay, the fact that you have to
Yeah.
hold it in.
Yeah, and based off of what you said after I dropped y'all off, my body makes sounds I ain't never heard of. Means you was damaging your own body.
I know.
Mhm.
But it
That's
was
not
good
tasty.
though.
Stop doing that to yourself.
It was amazing. It was one of the best milkshakes.
Oh my gosh.
As long
That's
as
not
you
what your body said.
and
It
you
was
were-
like a basic Oreo. It was a basic Oreo milkshake, Jay.
But it was nice and creamy.
Oh my
That's the
goodness.
problem. That's the most dangerous thing.
Mhm.
It was
See, and
hilarious.
Jay, the thing is, that was like a really short trip. You know, you only had 40 more minutes to go. Say we was all trying to do like a big long road trip. Would you pull the same thing?
Exactly.
She would.
I feel like I
Yeah,
can't
she
trust you
would.
on a road trip now. Like
She
that's
would.
something you just
What's the
don't do.
problem?
I would lock all the windows and just let it rip.
That is so mean and evil.
You know what makes me mad
Oh.
is the fact that you have a source where it causes you to basically instantly release that gas at any point in time. I don't have that function. So I would have to wait until I ate something that I knew was going to cause it to just prime up and ready before I get my revenge on you, Jay. And it's going to take too long. I would die before I get the chance because you would have got to me first. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I'll lock the windows, especially if I start talking in that British accent. Oh yeah, you're about to die.
Ah,
Oh no. Oh. See, I would have done it
All right.
just to get on your nerves.
Okay.
That would have been awful.
Mm.
Wow. Cool.
Jay.
Cool, y'all. Cool, y'all. Okay.
Awful, innit?
look
I
here,
bet.
Jay.
Oh, 3 of y'all. All right. Say less, y'all.
No, you started.
Say less.
The dying words you would hear me say is, did you like the tea and crumpets?
What is your problem with our British accents, Jay? I'm so confused on why you
Do you
don't
have
find them
problem with
totally
British people?
delightful.
Irritating.
How? How is it
Irritating.
irritating?
My fellow British lads.
Okay.
Oh,
our
no.
So
listeners-
are you
our-
saying,
our
are you saying if
listeners-
you went to London, you'd be
Yeah.
offended by everyone talking?
No, because
be
they're
so rude.
authentic. So it's
Jay,
fine.
I'll have you know, I've been watching British television for many, many good years.
We about to
I'm
get
pretty good.
canceled.
See,
Then
I've
I
actually
have
been
you
to
know,
London.
I'm
It's
1%
actually good,
British.
Yeah.
I've been to London.
It's actually really good.
Been to
Yes, I know
London.
it is. I've been to London and I've used
Oh.
it and no one questioned me.
Your
Because
It's accent
literally-
is so beautiful.
Well, let me tell you, when London and I would talk normally, everyone would be like, "Oh my god, like what's your accent? It's so pretty." And I'm just like, "I'm from California." Like, and they're just like, "Oh my god, you need it," and they would have me like talk so much. So literally by like the second day, I was like, "Nah, I'm about to like fake an accent because I'm not having so many people on some random subway train trying to talk to me all the time because I'm Californian. That's not gonna work."
Mhm.
So I practiced
Wow.
a good long time to get and achieve such a pristine accent. So
Beautiful.
you're gonna have to back up off this, Jay.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
It already got the pass.
Respect it, Jay.
I'm so mad at how good her British really is.
I know it's really beautiful.
Practice. Y'all gotta practice.
I'm going
Well,
to
I will
was
say I cannot distinguish between like fancy
Mm.
British and like poor streets British. I'm quite like poor street British. You want me to talk like Queen of England? I don't have that.
Oh,
Just some random maid servant. I got that fine. That's all I got.
Well,
nice,
Jay,
nice.
Jay,
I'm
are
here
you
to
not
let
even
you
going to
know.
acknowledge me?
I'm going to be practicing my British accent.
Oh yes,
Oh,
me
goodness.
too.
Let me just say this, y'all. Listeners out there, I'm so sorry if y'all are offended. Just as so am I.
We.
I'm with Jay.
Shut up, okay?
Jay, when you're with them, let it rip, okay?
I know
Yeah,
you're
do
about
I
to
will
die.
help you.
Oh, I'm not
I'll
doing all
say
that.
this: if y'all are offended,
I
we
am
do
a-
apologize. We do.
Yeah, if we
really,
did-
well, I say I
I
really
say-
truly love the accent.
We only
So
do it
that's
because
not
she
my
gets
intention.
annoyed when we do it, and because
Yeah.
she threatened. Okay, she threatened us just now with saying
Yeah.
that she will lock all the windows when her stomach got the what's got bubble guts, and
Feeling artistic.
Hold on.
yeah,
Wait a minute. Paris, did I recall you just saying that you would help her?
Yes, that's exactly what I said.
The
He
blasphemy.
did.
oh,
He did.
just pure rubbish. You are pure rubbish.
Paris, I think you fail to realize you live closer to us than she does.
Mhm.
Go, so pull up. What y'all gonna do?
Bet.
I will light it your room is up.
Like your room is up.
You have to get to it first, Roman.
I would have so much fun.
Guess what? I will
It
help
would
him.
smell like the streets of Compton itself.
Good lord.
Your white drapes will become brown.
Ooh,
I don't have white
No.
grapes.
good heavens.
They are
Your
gray.
white pillows will go green.
Roman, stay away
That is
from my pillow.
By the
so
time I'm
foul.
done, it will be your swamp.
No, you did not.
See what
Anyways,
she done
next.
started, Jay. All you had to do was not
Yeah,
have that
you shouldn't have
milkshake,
said
and
nothing.
this all could have been avoided.
I realize that now.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
tell you, Jay, you keep walking into you.
Hey, every time you have dairy, just remember our accent.
Oh gosh.
Let it live on in your memory and hopefully prevent you from trying to kill yourself some more.
Ooh, Jay, you good?
Almost dropped my microphone.
You dropped your microphone?
That would
Almost.
have been interesting.
Have we even started anything from this podcast?
No.
Yes,
did.
we're like,
Yeah.
yeah, we're talking about the Vegas
Yeah.
trip.
We're like, what,
Oh,
3
yeah.
topics in?
I forgot.
All we've been
Let's
talking
stop
about what we've
recording.
been up to.
So next topic is parent teacher conferences. I think we all
Oh Lord.
I just graduated. I am beyond this.
well, some people
But
go
you've
back to
experienced
school.
it.
But see,
Yeah.
like, you don't even have to do that many when you're in high school and stuff. I only remember one teacher parent
I
conference
never
I had in
did
high
I've
that.
never
school.
had a
I
parent teacher
did.
conference. Why?
You did.
Yeah, like for like open houses and stuff.
I
Y'all
never
still
went
did
to
Your
open
parents
houses?
went to that?
Everyone.
My
Are you
mama did not
serious?
believe in open houses.
We literally-
Yeah.
had-
My mom went to like one in like
Yeah.
elementary school, but that was it.
Yeah.
like
That's
that.
why I never went to the
It's
open
only
house.
'cause, like my teachers would like supply extra credit. Like
Yeah,
they'll like
I know mine did too,
really
and I
for your
couldn't.
test.
Yeah, but like nobody's still
I did not
nobody
need
cares
that.
about
Who
that.
needed that?
My parents still wanted to go for the sake of that. So yeah.
Oh, you got some like real involved parents. When I tell
Yeah.
you, I think I was in 4th grade, and you know how they send like that big old packet and stuff home at the beginning of the year? When I tell you, my mom taught me how to forge her signature because she's like, I'm never doing this at the beginning of the year again. Like, you are old enough to know your own address, you know your phone number, you know my phone number, you fill this out. And she
Wow.
never showed up and filled any of that stuff out again.
That's deep.
Man, I wish mine did that because mine literally would sit down with me there too and read out loud every last word. And I'm like, okay.
What?
I don't know.
No.
Well,
Literally
my
torture.
parent, well, my mom, she was a real advocate for it. I was like, man, you ain't gotta go. They're gonna tell you the same thing they've been saying for the past few years. You know, he has a lot of potential. It's just if he was quieter in our class, that's what they gonna say. I already know because I ain't changed from
those.
elementary.
My mom didn't never
So-
went to those.
So for all the way up to junior year, after my mom went to it, and then senior year, they didn't do parent teacher conference. They did student teacher conference. So the parents weren't there. The teachers talked to the student alone. And in my personal opinion, that's far better because I ain't got the stress of my mom looking over at me as they talking. You said you was doing this and that and the other. I was like, I was. And then I stopped.
With the head movements.
The
and
circular.
then the worst part is like, oh yeah, we're gonna make sure that he's gonna take care of that, right? I was like,
Mhm.
I'm in
They
high
make that
school.
direct eye contact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll think about it. I'll try.
I'll consider it.
Yeah, my mom went to a
I
few
consider.
parent teacher conferences in elementary school. After that, no.
Yeah. Because my middle, my high school did not have parents. They were
Well,
you I think you froze, Erin. But yeah. My high school didn't have any either. I don't remember ever hearing about it, parent-teacher conferences, unless, I don't know, you really, really needed it. I don't know.
Well, I went to the same school as you, but they had open house, which is usually where the parent teacher conferences is. But I never went to them. They would be like, you'll get
Oh.
extra credit, or they would have like withholding, but like, who cares? All I would care about
Nobody knew
was
what it was.
the minimum days because of open house. That was it.
Oh yeah, that was the only upside about those.
Yeah,
You get off early.
but we didn't get no perks for going. It was just like count. And then they said it was mandatory. It's like
Oh, it's what?
mandatory.
Really?
For open
Yours
house?
is
In elementary,
mandatory?
they said it was mandatory. Middle school, I want to also say if they said it was mandatory, I don't remember middle school all that much. But high school, they put it up, and they basically kind of made it mandatory. Like if you can't come here, then we could reschedule for another time for it to happen. And I was like, bro, don't nobody care. Let's get this school year over with so I could go on to the next grade. Like, why are you pushing on my parents showing up so I get yelled at, and then I get looked at like I'm crazy, and then I gotta do the
Or
homework.
just do better.
Mm.
Nah,
Make sure they ain't got nothing to say.
That's boring.
What? Anyways,
Yeah, I can't explain, but school was boring when I was on track. There was no thrill. It was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm graduating. Even the situation I was in, I knew I was going to graduate. I was ahead of my credits, so you had to have a certain number of credits to graduate high school, and I was past those credits by sophomore year. So that just made junior and senior year I was tripping because I was like, I'm already going to graduate.
So question.
I wish.
Question.
Yes, Trevor.
Yes. See,
If you were to get in trouble at school, would you rather them to call your mom or call your dad?
My dad.
my dad.
Definitely did.
My mom.
Oh yeah, definitely.
yeah.
Yeah. But see, that was the problem in school because she worked and my dad was the one who was always at home, and they always like to call the house phone.
Oh no.
Yeah, but so it was funny because I had like periods, so I knew I could get in trouble first through third period because he'd still be asleep, and that thing would go straight to voicemail, and he would not check it until my mom got home, and then she'd deal with it. Anything later than that was too dangerous. I was an angel in all of those classes. All the rest of those classes, I was a mess.
Oh Lord.
I had to time out those things.
That's sad.
I know.
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah.
You know, it's for
You
survival.
gotta create a system to avoid one parent.
Yeah.
I couldn't create a system.
And that's
Yeah,
tough.
me either.
Mm.
Mhm.
Okay.
It is what it is.
I mean,
Yeah.
for me, I did such a good job my first 3 years of high school. I was never late. My attendance was always bad since like elementary, but I was never late. And when senior year came, I was late every single day. And it's crazy because in freshman through junior, I had to take the bus and I was always early. And senior year, my mom and dad dropped me off and I was always late. I don't know how that made sense.
Hell, you sure was late. I'd be like, Alyssa, why are you still asleep?
No,
Like,
but I
get
didn't have
up.
a first period though at that time.
No, like, but only like on certain days. Even the days that you were supposed to be there. That is, when the bell rings, you would be like still chilling. I'm like, girl.
Well, it wasn't up to me. It was because it was up to mom especially because she was working from home, so I had to wait until she was ready.
No,
But
'cause she was always waiting on you to tell her.
no,
Exactly.
actually,
Wow.
yeah. But sometimes
Yeah, exactly.
I would just be late because
She
sometimes
tried to
I would
blame
just
her.
no, but like in the
Blame her
beginning,
mama.
I would have to wait for mom because she would have to like type something, and then after that, I was just like, I'll tell mom when I'm ready. And sometimes like the bell would already have rang, I'm still here. I'm like, I don't know.
Wow. Trying to
Shame.
blame it on my
You're still
mama.
at home and the bell didn't rung.
Yeah, because senior year, I was like, I
Super
do not
late.
care. I was like, I don't care. Actually, when I was before senior year, if I was late, I would just stay home. But then when senior year came, I was like, oh, I can just skip this period or like, I don't know. Especially because when I turned 18
You're right.
and I was able to leave school and send myself out, oh my
Mm.
goodness,
I know. Sometimes
that
I'll
is
be
the
like
best thing
home
ever.
and she will walk through the door and I'm like, why are you here? Why are you here?
Best thing.
I'm like, it's not time yet for you to be
Oh,
home.
Lord.
If I was tired of school, I've done that many times. I didn't want to be there. I was over it. So I just sent myself out.
I wish. I
This
was
is that's
17
this is
the
what
whole
makes me
time.
mad. So the area I live in, the school district, the schooling isn't great. It's not. So I can go to a school that was close to the house where I could sign myself out and go home. I couldn't do that because my school is on the other side of town. So if I signed myself out, I just had to find something to do until it was time for my parents to pick me up. So I was forced to stay in school. Which makes me mad when I hear y'all little stories and I'm like, man, y'all had it good.
Y'all,
I
it's one.
couldn't. I didn't take the bus. I didn't take myself home because my
Yeah, I
parents
didn't.
didn't allow me because of COVID. So they didn't want me to take the
What'd
bus.
you say, Jay? Yeah. What'd you say, Jay?
I didn't say anything.
You said y'all, and then you said something after that.
Oh, just Alyssa.
Yeah, it's just Lissa. I wish I could do that.
I was only not able
But
to do
Jay,
it
your
because
school
I
was
was
special.
17.
You had days off that didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you have a different situation. She could go home whenever she wanted to. You had days off when we had to go to school over some dumb sport that only a specific group of people do.
It's not a sport. It was for our AP students so they could study before the test.
No, that was something the teachers wanted to do.
That's stupid too, because I was in
Yeah, nobody does
We
that.
didn't do that.
Yeah, we sure didn't. But I
Mm-mm.
forgot you were in a predominantly white high school, so you had more privileges.
What? That was like, what was it for skiing or something like that? Like, what?
Yeah, ski week.
Yeah, like ski week.
Imagine
Guess what?
I ain't
Inglewood
never
High
in my life heard of no
saying,
ski week.
Ski week.
Yeah, it was 3 weeks after
Yeah.
winter break.
Then-
So we come back from winter break.
No.
Go to school.
Imagine.
What?
Imagine
kidding me?
Inglewood High saying, "You guys get a week break because it's ski week." Everybody will take it. They would take it. Excuse me, because I didn't go there. They would take it, but they would look at them like they was crazy. Ski week? Who's skiing?
yeah.
Where?
No.
Who's gonna go
Right?
skiing?
Where?
Well, I know, right? Y'all live. I mean, y'all high school was by the beach, right?
So
Yeah.
where'd y'all ski?
I don't know. It's just it was called that when I got there. But think about it like this. Would y'all let now I'm not trying to be insensitive, but
Oh no.
Mm,
I see where this is
you
going.
about to. You
What?
about to go in.
but let's just say in certain inner cities like Inglewood, Compton, or whatever the inner city place that you guys live, would y'all allow them students to be out for a week?
First of all, let me just say
Dang.
I mean, they be
Yeah,
out
they not
we
deny
are.
summer vacation.
What?
We are out for a week.
Yeah,
As long as
so
I
you
get
can't
that
deny
week
them
off,
actual
I'm cool.
holidays.
Yeah, they might as well give us a ski week. What you
But
trying to
nobody's
say?
skiing out here.
You bunch of hoodlums?
It's
Jay,
more
you're the
dangerous
hoodest
to give them
person here.
more time off because of where they live in certain inner cities in LA, Jay? Is that what we trying to say?
Wow.
You know what?
To your own
She
cousins,
said we some
Jay?
hoodlums.
I didn't say that, y'all some hoodlums.
Y'all hood folk.
I know.
Mm.
That's
That's
what she
what
said.
you basically said.
That's so rude.
Y'all
You know
who live
what?
in them areas, y'all are too
What do you mean
dangerous to
that?
have out in the streets more than y'all allotted 3 months out of the year
Man,
for
girl, they did a
breaks.
work on you in that school.
I
I
know.
know.
That you turned into your own people.
You're the most
Forgot
hood
your
one here. And
heritage,
you're the most hood one here. You're more hood than me.
You show is.
No,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not.
They-
Jay.
a lot.
yeah.
Jay.
Really?
I'm
If
not more
that's the case, they
hood.
shouldn't have let you out in the street.
I know.
That's why I almost
Mhm.
passed high school.
I
Wow.
know. And you didn't graduate from kindergarten. I mean,
I
yeah, kindergarten.
know.
You would think someone from such a predominant school would be a better influence and example to graduating some actual grades.
Jay,
We going
come
to
back
the
over
next
here.
topic.
No.
I did not graduate from elementary.
Nine
I don't even know how they
You
let
just
you in
called
that
us
school.
a bunch of hood rats.
I know.
So you gonna take this.
Haley, you always calling us names and then running. That's a very bad habit.
Mhm.
Watch this.
You call us dirt eaters.
Oh yeah.
Sounds like something somebody would say before they knew they had a week off.
Exactly. For skiing.
Mm.
Or skiing.
In California.
Did you
know.
ever ski during ski week?
When you go to school by the beach.
Just
Mhm.
anyone in your
Wasted
school
on-
They
actually
just
go
doing field
skiing.
trips to Mammoth or something. They gotta take y'all to where there's some snow to have this week count.
Well,
Mhm.
no, a lot of people that went to my school, they went on vacation. They went to Hawaii. Some did go skiing. Some went to Germany and all that stuff.
Germany.
Mm.
Who's
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Anyways,
Ooh.
That's a different
Anyway,
type of
back to the
school.
Let's move on. I'm getting
Mm-mm.
mad hearing about this nonsense.
In
So
such a fancy
why?
school, what kind of parent-teacher conference did you have, Jay?
Yeah.
I didn't have one in high school.
Oh goodness!
Look at that.
Of course.
Anyways, moving on. Back to the
Surprise.
parent thing. I
Yeah,
would
moving
choose
on.
my father because
I would too, Paris.
Same.
see, when things happen, my dad and I un each other more than my mom and I do. Like my dad and I, like sometimes we don't even have to talk. We just give each other a look, and we know exactly what each other mean. If that makes sense. With my mom, it's harder because our brains are always in different places. Like what would make perfect sense to me or to my dad doesn't make an ounce of sense to my mom. So it's really hard. And plus too, I'm very bad at expressing myself and explaining things. So like it's really hard to like get my point across.
Jay, come back.
Jay.
No.
I know. Where was you? Like, I'm like, okay, she's not even listening.
I am listening.
That's a very hood thing to do,
I know,
Jay.
it's very hood.
That was very
I don't
inner
think you
city
should have
of
been
you.
left out for a week.
We're sorry,
Sorry.
Paris.
Okay,
we
continue.
apologize
Sorry, go
for
ahead.
her.
It's okay.
For this
It's all right.
ratchetness.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's why. So when I would get into trouble, my dad will wait. My dad is also he isn't quick to yell. He always
Reactive.
he's not very
Mhm.
reactive. He like asks questions first, and then I'll give him my answers. And the only way, like, the let's not discuss that.
Did I hear a weapon?
No, you heard my sit.
Paris.
Okay. Yeah. we're
Got
done.
them
Stop
red
touching
scissors.
Stop touching. Hands off the table.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Wow.
He's not very reactive and he asks
Yeah.
more questions and is very much more patient when it comes to giving out punishment because he waits to hear the full story instead of just being like, I heard one thing and I assume you done did these 3 things, so I'm gonna punish you for these
Whoa.
3 things.
Thank you, Ari. See, we're always right here.
I would not have gave that whole thing.
Because
How about we
the
hope?
He was really
opposite.
We
listening.
hope that your mom does not see this episode.
She already know. I am
I know. I be
18.
at the house. Y'all be ganging up on her. I'm gonna say that though.
She grown.
Especially you.
Huh?
You be ganging up on your mom.
I do
Man,
not. No, she
Yo,
Paris,
her
don't.
yes,
back.
you do.
Your Monty back.
No.
Heck,
Go and do. No,
yeah,
no,
my
no.
aunt back.
I already told you what I was going to do.
She's
In a
like,
British
"Mama,
accent,
leave
too.
her alone." That's all you say all day.
Well, leave her
No,
alone.
y'all don't live with her, okay? Y'all will hear what I have had to hear. Y'all know what it's like to wake up to her knocking on Brenda's door. Talking about some Brenda,
Okay,
wake up.
Paris.
No, we know she
Paris,
woke us
your
up
mom-
to talk about some
Yeah.
good morning.
But here's
Okay,
what you
last
don't
time, such a
understand.
lapse.
Here's what you don't
What did you not?
understand. You do not have siblings. You don't understand how it is with siblings.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
not
That's
yeah.
how
Exactly.
it is.
my fault. That's
Okay,
not my
that's fine, but you don't know.
But
Exactly.
you're not aware of that element in a
Yeah.
household either.
Yeah.
That's a whole different
Hey,
dynamic.
you're complaining about the fact that she's knocking on a door.
It's not
We
just
got stories.
Exactly.
I am the youngest of 55 others. No, I'm kidding.
55.
And I'm the oldest who
Calm
get
down.
ganged up on by two little hoodlums.
Now, I'm a middle child. The middle
Good
child
rats.
always has it real
Which
hard.
one? No, shut up.
No,
No.
y'all just make it
I
difficult
get
for
ganged up
yourselves.
on.
Nope.
For yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because
Ganged up on.
my
They don't
sister, she's a
respect
middle
me.
child too. And they are just alike.
They
I mean,
are.
to the T. It's
You don't
crazy.
understand how much that's why I love the show Malcolm in the Middle, because I relate so much.
Anyway.
Anyways,
Whatever.
Well, I relate to what Paris was saying because I have that dynamic, but opposite. My mom, we can have a conversation about the situation before she makes a decision. My father is not like that. He will hear 2 cents, assume I have done 3 things, and punish me for 3 things that I have not done. Also, I think my mom understands. I had a very different dynamic in school. Go to previous episodes if you want to hear more. We don't need to talk about them.
Mm.
And,
She's a
anyway,
murderer.
I was not. No, I'm not. Calm down. But I will say, my mom was more understanding in certain situations because it would be like, oh, well, why did you do that? And then I could explain. She'd be like, okay, you were pushed into that certain situation. As more parents should be, ask their children questions on why they're doing actions before you just punish them for the actions. My father, raised very old school. He was like, if you done did this thing, then you were getting punished for that thing. But you don't know why I had to do it. So you're not preventing it from happening again just because you punished me for the action type thing. Whereas my mom, she would more like, okay, you did this because this is what situation you were in, and we're going to work past that situation so it doesn't happen again.
Mhm.
Which is probably why elementary was handled by one parent, and you saw how I reacted. Middle school and high school was handled by the other parent, and I was great in those schools. I was great. Don't, Roman, put the quotes down. I was fine. Okay. Elementary was a little rough, but we grew past that.
With me, it's weird because I would rather, if I did get in trouble, I would rather my dad know, because he's just a little bit more chill. And plus he was crazy in school too. So he kind of like knows and understands a little bit more and just brush stuff off. My mom, but I am closer to my mom though. But I just know if I got in trouble, she'll get on my case. And I ain't trying to deal with that. So that's it. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm definitely true to my pops. Only because like Paris and Ari's situation, he asks questions. He gains understanding. My dad takes it as not a dang, boy, you tripping. He takes it as a lesson for him to learn more about you, so he knows how to deal with you in the future. And so when I'll explain to him the situation, how I acted, why I acted that way, and my thought process as a whole, instead of making it seem like I'm confessing, he makes it seem like it's a discussion. And a lot of times we don't even discuss what the issue is. It goes from that to a whole bunch of other stuff. And I forget why we was talking in the first place. So I choose him only because he doesn't make you feel like it's the end of the world. My mom will make it feel like it is definitely the end of the world.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe you done this. Oh my goodness. They say you did this, this. Now I can say this, so she is willing to listen. Because there was a time in elementary school, teacher lied on me, told me to say the lie. I said the lie. And she was like, my mom was like, well, why did you do it? And I was like, I didn't do it. She was like, well, why did you say you do it? Because the teacher told me to. She said, put her on the phone. Let's say the teacher was nice to me for the rest of that school.
Yeah.
And the teacher gave me back the phone. And my mom was like, did you ever make somebody tell you, did you ever let somebody tell you what to say and then do it? If you know you didn't do it, then you fight your case. I love you. Goodbye. Boop. And I was like, dang. And then later on found out what she told the teacher. And she told her, she said, was you there? She was like, no. She was like, then how you going to tell my son what he did if you wasn't even there? And the lady just shut her up. And she was like, put my son back on the phone. I was like, oh, dang. So if I got in trouble for something I didn't do, definitely my mom. But if I got in trouble for something that I did do, I definitely my pops.
Yeah, my mom's the same way. Like if I was done wrong, she would definitely have my back. Okay. But if I actually did something, she'd be on my case.
Yeah. Like sometimes I would tell my mom something that happened that bothered me, and she'd be like, do you want me to come to school? And I'm like, no, I don't need that.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be a whole scene.
Your mama
Yeah.
will ask you, mine would just show up. And I'll be like,
And
okay.
she would.
Yeah.
My
But
mom
you
and your mom
gotta
should
have
it.
like that one parent that's willing to go against like what the school and teachers are saying, because stuff like that happens all the time.
Yeah.
Where the teacher sees it one way, even though you didn't do it. You gotta have that one parent that's willing to be like, nah, that's not what happened.
I know my kid. But that also goes into the importance of actually getting to know your child. Like, so when teachers say something, like, I know my kid. That's not thing. And then you go talk to them about it. And then one or two things happen. A, you find out your kid did do that stupid thing, or B, you find out the teacher was lying, then you gotta go up there and regulate. But yeah, after that first situation in elementary, I was like, Mama's the person I'm going to when I'm lied about. Because I'm telling you, when she said, how you gonna tell him something that he ain't do and you wasn't even there? And she was mute. She said, put my son back on the phone. When she said that, I was like, whoa, my mama.
And yet she was the one sitting next to you during most of them parent-teacher conferences, wasn't she?
Yeah, like I said, I don't want her there. I'll take my pops in those situations. But if I'm lying on, I take her. If the school tripping, definitely take my mom. Even in middle school, the school system had it set up where if you was defending yourself, then you wouldn't get in trouble. And so I was defending myself in this situation. My mom talked to the principal, and they came to the resolution of suspending the both of us. My mom was like, that doesn't make any sense. The rule says that he acted in self-defense, that he's good. So why on earth is he still getting suspended when he was acting in self-defense? Well, the issue is that the other students said he was acting in self-defense. And in my head, I'm like, y'all got cameras. Like, look through the footage. Like, what's going on?
I question if any of these schools who always said they have cameras in high school actually had cameras. Because mine, like any type of situation, they was never using them cameras to prove anything.
High school, they was using those cameras. We didn't think that they was using those cameras either. And the vending machine, the glass broke, and a lot of students was snatching the snacks. And one of the guys I knew got called into the office because they caught him on camera. Because
the
his
vending
dumb
machine.
behind had the snacks looking at the camera dancing because he thought it didn't work. It's like, bro, you're dumb.
Stupid.
So,
That's his fault. That's probably why.
so those, those cameras
That's
do
what he
work.
That's on him. He advertised and he stole them. Probably
Hey,
went
but
up in
when
the
you think the
classroom
camera
talking
ain't
about,
working-
hey, I just got some free snacks and passing them out. Yeah, it was obvious.
High school is fun. High school is
Mhm.
definitely fun.
All right. What's the next topic, Jay?
Yeah, that was a lot. Sorry.
For me, I would call my dad. Well, no. I don't know. Neither.
I've heard stories that your dad a little crazy there, Jay.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
Yeah.
he is.
when
Yeah.
I was younger and I would get into trouble, he only with me one time. And like us, a whole different issue. But he would so he he was a firefighter, right? So he'll have me do like drills. He used to have
Oh,
me
yeah,
do
nah.
this thing
Nah.
called
No.
a bridge.
What?
You basically
like
are, yeah, you'll stand in push-up position, but you're not going down for push-up. You're just standing, holding your whole body weight. And he will have me
Plank?
do that. Yeah, well, no, not a plank.
Because the
Like,
plank
it's
is
like
more like on your
Yeah.
arm.
I'm
Yeah.
like in push-up position for like until he says stop. So I will be there for like 5 minutes. I'm
You know
screaming,
I take a
crying.
whooping. I take a whooping.
Oh no!
Yeah, I'm
just
screaming,
wait
I'm
till this
crying.
point.
Yeah, give me like 3 to 5 good whacks. Okay,
Yeah,
we
I
done,
mean,
we
I
done
understand
accomplished
he could.
this.
He had to
Yeah, screaming,
go to
crying.
like different methods, but
I was in agony.
That's rough.
I'm like that. I'm not a firefighter, sir. I can't do this.
But low key, I would if I
I'm
had a
not built
crazy
like you.
kid, I'd use that. If I had like a real crazy kid, I didn't know what
wasn't
to do
crazy.
with.
I
Jay.
doubt that.
I
Jay, I don't know.
was an innocent child. Y'all know me now, but back then,
That's the
I didn't do
problem.
nothing.
Okay.
We love you. You know that.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know
you're
about that.
Yes, you do,
I
Jay.
would you.
But if you want that type of recognition that you have changed, I would just like the same for my elementary days because they keep getting brought up like I'm that type of person.
You
Nah,
hard
you just ain't Mark.
somebody.
I only did it one time, at least a decade ago, and y'all still bringing it up like you guys weren't even there. Y'all didn't even know me back then. It is no longer an issue.
You took a kid from the water fountain and hog-tied him.
I don't know. Children like that usually grow up a little on the crazy
I'm
side.
fine. I am fine. I'm having a chill life. Okay, I'm a respectable adult now.
Stories like that
Hello,
end up
Put your
on
phone
true
down,
crime.
Roman.
Right there.
Stories like that end up on true crime documentaries.
Or
I watch true crime
SVU.
documentaries, and I am nothing like those people.
Mm-hmm.
So you say.
She on CSI.
See, CJ. Once they just form an opinion of you, you just gotta
Yeah.
stick with it. That's all it is.
Exactly.
They ain't gonna
No.
change.
Jay, what are you talking about?
I ain't saying nothing.
The school referred to you as a slight terrorist. That's
Oh,
not
yeah.
just.
I'm about to get in a lawyer.
I know. You
I'm
have to
just saying, that's pretty bad.
Exactly. Like,
Ow.
is it resulted to them like that much? Are you
And you
telling us
was a
the whole
kid?
story? Because
Slight
really, all
terrorist?
that happened.
Yeah, that is definitely true crime material.
Yeah, once
Like
they
her.
form an opinion, Jay, these people are very judgy, so we just gonna have to leave them
No.
alone.
I am not.
I have
judging.
You
never
and me,
heard of
Jay.
a kid being labeled as a slight terrorist. A
right now.
terrorist.
Grew up
Hog
okay.
somebody. That boy. I just.
Y'all went to
Okay.
like some pretty rough schools. You ain't never seen nobody like do a fight or something like that. How
You
is hog
didn't
tying
fight. I've
work?
never
Oh,
seen someone tie
You
someone
didn't
up.
fight him.
Also
You grabbed
stab someone with a
rope and then
pencil.
wrapped them up.
I was
I've
just
seen
more
some crazy
efficient.
things.
And you
I was
stabbed
more
someone with a
efficient with my
pencil.
fight.
Oh, no, she didn't. Jay, this is the person you aligning yourself with.
I know. You straight said more efficient. You went next. We're done here.
We just gonna have to leave this for another time. You and me will talk about it, Jay.
Yeah.
Jay going and the Peloton time folks.
If they deserve it, yeah.
I don't even own a rope
Wow.
anymore. How is this even gonna be a thing?
There's a
You
reason.
didn't own one then. You found it.
Wasn't it like a jump rope?
Yeah.
That was the playground, okay? They provided.
You
Weapons.
said they provided me my weapon.
Jay,
That's
didn't you want
wild.
to talk about something
That
else?
hitman.
Yeah, that's
What's the next topic?
So it's gonna be a little bit of a longer episode, which is fine. But we haven't recorded in a while, so
Yeah.
it's fine. So, obviously we're all young now, right?
Oh,
Where's
Eventually,
this going?
I know.
I know.
Is it supposed to be a deep question?
I'm sorry.
Let
Go
her
on.
finish.
Go on.
Interesting way to start off
on.
a topic.
Go, Jalen.
I'm gonna talk to listeners just for a couple minutes, a couple seconds actually. I can't speak that long.
Okay.
Every time I say I'm about to do something or say something,
No, it was only because the way it started, I'm thinking we're about to go into a deep question. So that's why I was
Yeah.
like, wait, where is this
Just ask
going?
the
Not because I'm thinking
question.
about to say something outlandish, even though you do that. Okay. So
Exactly.
don't act like we just be like, "Ooh," for no reason. Okay. You're very unpredictable, Jay. Okay?
Just
Your
go, Jay.
question.
There's two comments. If you look, there's comments that even the viewers think so. Okay. Even the viewers think so, and listeners. So it's not just us.
Okay, proceed, Jay.
as I was saying before I was interrupted for the second time,
Wow.
every time
You
I'm about to
decided to
say
stop
something.
talking.
Every
can
time
proceed.
I'm about to say something, I always saying, oh no, what's she about to say? Just let me say it. Let me get it off.
That is not on us. That's on you.
No, it's
Exactly.
So
not.
continue the
We're not the only
question.
ones. Go on.
Continue
You
the
have
question.
no
Proceed.
to blame, but just so go on.
Continue the question, Jay.
Fine.
He ain't never gonna finish with y'all.
Forget.
Obviously, we are young, right? Eventually, we're gonna have kids, stuff like that. So, and we're gonna send them to school and stuff like that. So, how would you feel if your child was acting up in school and you, as a parent are hearing it for the first time?
Acting up how?
Open
Because there are different forms of acting up.
They started a
You
fight.
have to really. They started a fight.
They started the fight.
Did they win?
Ariana.
Wow.
Nah,
It don't
nah,
matter.
you-
They
nah,
started the
nah,
fight.
nah. If you
That's
don't
the
start it,
issue.
you
They
better not
win.
win that fight.
Yeah, you don't start a fight and lose.
Oh, that's
I would
true.
really punish you then.
That's true.
That is unacceptable. I would pull my parents' language. That is unacceptable behavior. You do not start a fight to lose it. So we
That's
gonna have
true.
to clarify. Did they win, Jay?
I agree with that.
I don't know. Well, why are you
This is a
excited that he
scenario.
started a fight? It shouldn't be.
No, she's saying
No,
that
no,
if
no.
he started the fight
Excited.
and lost, it would just be worse.
I would say I would be more embarrassed and mad. I'll be
Exactly.
Same.
Yeah, like you getting
Yeah.
you about to get your butt whooped twice. You got whooped because you started the fight. Now I gotta whoop you because you causing trouble. Like
Mhm.
that's what I'm saying. So at least if you won,
Yeah.
you didn't get your butt whooped. This be your first butt whoop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if they're like
Random.
talking back to the teacher?
I asked him
But what
why.
did the teacher say? That's my.
You're asking
what
too many
kind of
questions.
teacher is it?
No, because see, when it comes to disciplining children, you have to ask questions so you can give out the
Yeah.
appropriate
Okay,
punishment.
so then you say I would ask questions.
Okay.
See, yeah, because I feel like the
Okay,
whole
yeah.
like what we just explained about like when we got in trouble, we appreciated our parents who got more context on
Yeah,
why
yeah.
we got in trouble, and then they would punish. So if I have like no context, then I can't make that decision because I hope I'm going to be the type of parent where I get some context to know
Yeah.
why are you
Yeah.
starting this fight. If you won the fight, was the fight worth it? And like, where did you what did you think was going to be accomplished by fighting?
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be like a
See,
step process.
If my child got in a physical confrontation, my question would be, why couldn't you handle the situation verbally? Why did it have to escalate to being physical? Like, what was the situation?
Okay, so she ain't been in no
Mhm.
fight. So
I've
that's not
Hey,
been in some,
as
but
someone who
this is what I'm saying.
has as someone who is quote unquote efficient fights, that's a good question. Sometimes kids themselves well and stuff.
No, I understand that. What I'm saying is this: fights normally start because of the words that was said. So you saying why couldn't you finish the fight off verbally? A lot of those times is because it started off verbally, and then it transcends into, all right, I'm getting tired. These words ain't working, so maybe these fists will. At
Or
least
you could
that's
just
what
walk away.
I experienced through my years.
yeah, that too. You could just not.
If your kid goes to a school in the hood, you don't walk away. You
I
get
would.
swung off
We
from
went to school in
behind.
the
No.
hood.
But yeah, I went to a more prestigious version.
No, we
You
didn't.
don't
My
know
school,
our school.
Well, no, Anaya school is crazy.
their school had
Anaya school is crazy.
Exactly.
I went to the same school as Maya.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
didn't have
they
the same students as Anaya.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Your generation is more passive aggressive.
yes,
They're
you-
more,
That is
I'd rather handle
true.
this politically than physically. Our generation is, look, if words ain't working, just physically.
no.
Yeah.
yeah, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes,
who I
that-
went to school with.
That is.
No, let's just have
So
some
then
crazy
you
students.
probably went to
Yeah.
school with some people from our generation. I don't know. Or they in contact with people from our generation, but y'all generation is a little different from ours.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Listen,
Thinking of what is it like the Reddit stories Paris used to do, and they used to be like, oh, if someone blasts you on social media, like what would you do and stuff like that. My
Oh,
school did
yeah.
not believe in that. We had social media, but we was definitely not solving the fight through it. We was gonna fight.
We
no
gotta
one,
do those
no
Reddit
one
stories
solves
again.
the fight through social media. A lot of stuff goes on through social media, and they decide to go to school and fight. That's what
Yeah, that
happens.
does
yeah,
happen.
that's usually how it happens.
Yeah.
Usually the fights start on social media
Yeah,
Mm.
social media has caused more
Words.
fights.
and drama.
Really.
You wanna know
sad.
why? Because words is being misinterpreted. For
No,
example,
it's
No.
People
The
just be
fact
talking
that
about.
you're
Yeah.
behind
A lot
the
of
screen,
people resort
people
to
get
social
comfortable.
media to talk about somebody or
No,
to
you-
And
Yeah.
now a lot of
Look-
schools have an anonymous page where people can go on and
Mhm.
type stuff anonymously. That's also where a lot of school
Mine did
threats come from.
I wish our
That's
school
cool.
had
my high school had it.
Mhm.
It blew up for like a month. And then teachers was like, if we find out that you got this app on your phone, you get in trouble. I'm like, what you gonna do? How you gonna find out? My
exactly.
phone locked. Like, what are you talking about? Bruh, step.
Mhm.
But the person who said it, shortly after that, there was no longer principal. So
Oh.
they didn't really. It wasn't because like they got fired. He needed to quit because of personal reasons. But great
So-
dude.
Mhm.
They say
But what I'm saying is, in terms back to the real conversation. Oh, yeah,
About
I
your
would-
kids.
Yeah, I would definitely ask about, okay, what was it for? Did you, and if they started, I would definitely advise don't ever start it because you will always be at fault. Let them get their licks in, defend yourself. Never be a starter of the fight, but you could always be a finisher of the fight. That's what you.
Mm-hmm. Don't
But if
start.
you could avoid the fight as a
Finish.
whole, do that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
Because sometimes some fights are just unavoidable. So
Yeah.
if they put
Mhm.
their hands on you, meet, and call it a day.
What was that sound
Anyways,
effect? Ming
The
Ming.
Roadrunner from Looney
I know it
Tunes.
sounds like we're-
Is your kid running away?
nah, not my kids.
Mhm.
honestly, don't even know, to be honest. I don't even know what I would do.
Wow.
Kid come home, Mom, I got into a fight. Alyssa,
Well, did you
what
win?
you want me to do about it?
That sounds like a you problem.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
unless like if they had to get suspended or something, but like if I don't have to get involved, I would just talk to them about it. But I don't know.
You don't have to get involved. You're the parent.
No, I'm talking about at school. If I don't have to
Eve.
go up to school and talk to someone about it, I would just talk to my kid about it. Because I don't
No,
know.
I think if they got into a fight, it's very much you call the parents.
Yeah, you
Well,
have to
that
go
is
up
like
there
I
anyway.
was on campus. If it was off of campus, that's different.
Well, I'm pretty sure we're talking about like on campus fights.
All these
right?
extra
Yeah.
seniorios.
I know.
Good
It's all
question.
parents.
There's
Oh,
a-
she's like, but if it happens
because
this
there's
way,
a
but what if it
lot of
happens this
these-
way? Like, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot.
But I feel like ultimately you just got to know what type of kid you have.
Yeah.
Because depending on how old they are, you know what type of kid you got. So if they come home, they're like, oh, I got into a fight. It could either be a who said it to you or what did you do
Yeah.
Mm.
type situation. So it's ultimately you never know the answer because you don't know what type of kid you got yet.
Yeah.
You
Yes,
could have
true.
a mad, annoying child, which is what I fear the most. If
Me
I get an
too.
annoying kid,
No, I don't.
we don't have a lot of issues because I already work with children and I have seen in myself how I treat annoying kids I find in school. So I was like, if I birth one, I don't know how I'm supposed to raise you because you're going to annoy me and I'm not going to try and deal
Yeah.
with that and it's going to be a mess. So you got to just wait till you see what type of kid you got.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I really don't know.
I agree.
Do you think that your kid will come to you if they get in trouble? Just
I
tell
hope so.
her,
I would want to create a relationship with my kids, so that they would feel comfortable enough to come to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
believe my
I
kids
see
would.
myself being a pretty calm parent because I
Yeah,
was
me too.
already an erratic child, so I would expect my kids to be slightly erratic as well.
You'd
Mm.
expect them to come home and tell you that the Hogtide
Oh
sucks.
my goodness.
I would ask them if they got a picture so I could see if they use the same technique.
What?
Oh
In the
no!
To see if I
world?
trained them well. But no, that's what my mom always jokes about. She's like, you gonna end up with like a lot of bad kids just because it's like in your genes. So I'm already like, I expect to have like a bad kid eventually. So I just gotta, I feel like I'm just gonna have to take that in stride.
Mhm.
It's bound to
Mom,
happen.
look, I blew up the cafeteria. How?
Molotov cocktail was using the janitor closet like chemicals.
Wow.
And one is just destructive, and the other one shows some real scientific knowledge, and I'd be slightly proud.
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Stay as far away from the house as possible.
Yeah.
If my kid gets in trouble for something cool, I might be a little bit impressed.
I can see.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on what it is. I would kind of be impressed too.
okay.
Yeah. Like it can do something real like destructive but really smart. I'll throw in the party, Jay.
Yeah. Like, don't do that at school.
Mm.
Just leave it at that.
Yeah.
That sounds like one of those don't try this at home
Mhm.
scenarios, which everyone's gonna start doing.
Because, they're a reflection of me, and then I'm gonna get being asked
Mhm.
questions. So it's like, just don't do it at
Mhm.
school. Do it somewhere else. And I'll join.
Oh,
It's still
Oh,
a
no.
reflection of you, no matter where it is.
No.
Yeah.
Well, at least they don't have to
What if you
question.
have,
Yeah.
what if
Whose
you
kid is
have
that?
like
Their
one of
mother.
them toddlers? Yeah. You have them toddlers off at a grocery store. Are you okay with that, Jay?
My toddler like screaming in stores.
No.
No.
No, I'm not
They
that
not
type
at
of parent.
school.
That's
They-
embarrassing.
It's not. I'm not that type of parent. I will leave.
Wait, what?
Me too.
She'll leave.
No, because she
if
was
your
saying
kid
she
was
was talking about
screaming at stores.
like don't do it at school, and I was like, well, if you have one of them kids that's going off in like a grocery store,
Oh no.
No, we'll have to
See,
leave.
I feel like that would be the only time I would actually whoop my own kids.
In
'Cause they-
public.
in
You for
public,
kids
that's,
in public?
that's dangerous.
Ooh,
That's
that's-
dangerous.
ooh.
Period.
Yeah, no.
Hey,
You get
Because now,
hurt.
now you
It's
can
a
get in
part of
trouble.
it.
Not in public.
Oh,
Well,
okay, because now you can
Oh.
get in trouble for that. Like,
Yeah.
I,
that's-
I like how y'all just verbally jumped me without giving
I
me a
do it
chance.
in public. One quick hit.
Yeah, I'm the
Yeah,
I'm the type of person like that.
I can see Roman
It
doing
is
that.
just
Roll
one quick
away.
hit and they're quiet.
I want to
And
get to where
you
I
just
can
keep it
just
pushing.
Yeah.
I want to get to where I could just look at them and they'll stop. Like,
yeah,
I want to get to that.
Ooh, that's kind of intimidating.
Yeah.
That's-
I whisper
yeah.
in
that's
their
the
ear.
idea.
Yeah.
So
Keep
you
going.
ain't gotta
Yeah.
just
Get it when you
intimidate.
Get home.
You ain't
It's
gotta
not
touch 'em.
abuse. It's just they
But
know
it's
they
n-
should not be
yeah.
acting like that.
Exactly.
And
That's why I
9
could-
times out of 10, it turns into less of like intimidation, and as they get older, it's more of like respect.
Respect.
Yeah.
Type thing. Like you're not about to embarrass us up in this store. Like you need to cut it
Exactly.
out, and then they will calm down. Like that's what I'm hoping.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Roman, I feel like they just gonna be in the pasta aisle yelling about something. You hear that one scream, hear a smack, and then they just gonna be there crying.
Yeah.
Violently
It's not, gonna
attacking some
be,
kids.
it's not gonna be that hard of a smack. It's gonna be like they're gonna. The silence isn't because they got smacked. The silence is a shock of how quick the smack was, and they're just like, he hit me, and I don't know how to feel because it was so fast. Like just have them confused.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just pop. All right. So you want Cam Crunch? Like, one of them.
Okay, but I have a
You
question.
know, a smack, but with a reward.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to whip your children?
It depends. Like once
I don't
again,
know.
No.
it depends on one, the type of kid that I have, and two, the situation.
I don't know. I can't hit my kids. I will mess with them psychologically though.
Oh my
Oh
That's
man,
worse.
I can see that.
Oh Lord.
Okay,
oh
no.
I would try my
No,
best
Jake.
not to
Your
hit them,
kid's
though.
gonna have some trauma.
This
Yeah,
show,
you can't do that because they're literally going to come out being spit images of you because of how messed up you made.
And they should
Yeah.
They're
learn.
going to be coming home and giving you asking you questions that don't make sense that they shouldn't be asking at their age.
So I was.
Exactly.
No,
exactly.
Jay,
Okay.
normally
We
when
got
you
too many
become a
spoilers.
parent, the way you raise your children is to be better than you were, not to be exactly how you were.
No, I
As a
want them to
child.
be better than me.
Then don't raise them the same way you were.
I'm not.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyways,
I just
I
you
am
can-
too.
You cannot tell me my uncle did not play with you psychologically.
because he plays
Right.
with us psychologically.
Psychologically.
No, okay,
They
not
sure
as
do.
like a punishment. He does that for fun, like game.
It's a punishment to us.
But
I'm
you're
talking-
doing it to your kid as a punishment, Jay.
Yeah.
But it's so they'll learn that I don't play no games.
I'm
Okay,
confused.
Jay, do you have like a scenario in mind on like a game you would play on your kids or something? I'm gonna need more
I know, I'm
context.
really curious.
I wasn't prepared for a test.
No, she does not.
No, no, she is unprepared for this plan of discipline
Better,
she done thought of.
You better look up some schemes from my wife and kids.
Oh goodness.
Oh, he's
Mm.
hilarious.
Don't do
I
that.
feel like
Those are
that's
some
better
good
than
ones.
like
He played with
physical.
Junior.
Yeah.
Like the way that what's his name? Michael
Nah,
Kyle.
but-
Michael
does it.
Kyle.
Yeah, but
It's
the way he
more
played
better
with Junior sometimes was psychological too. Where he told
Junior
him that,
like nearly lost his mind a couple episodes,
Yeah.
yeah,
which was just sad because you know his mind could not take a lot.
That's better than
and
his.
he told him that what was it? His music being too loud, he ain't gonna be able to hear or something like that. Oh no, he took his sister's ear, and he was like, "Boy, you better give her back her ear. You know she won't be able to hear." And he was like, "Dad, it's a kid's game. Like you know." And he took his ear. He was like, "Dad, like I can still hear you." And he was
Oh
like,
yeah.
he was like, "Okay, I'll give it back. I'll give it back." Oh man, that book was hilarious.
Wow.
That show was
I was
That's
just watching
something
the
Jay would
episode
do
not so long
too.
ago. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's hilarious though. I actually would want a dad like that, low key, a parent like that. It's better than physically hitting them. I feel like
Yeah.
Yeah.
we live in a time where that really
Hitting
doesn't
is just
work no
not
more.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Or
would
I
only
feel like-
do a few smacks, like just stop like
Yeah.
one.
yeah, or like so that flinch, they can flinch and be like, oh, and then they'll
Straighten
or
up.
but I wanted to where like let's say just give them the look, and then they'll know to chill.
I'm gonna train them. I'm gonna have a code word, and it's gonna shut them up.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't like your
psychological.
code words.
But the code word is gonna be something where they're gonna be like, "Oh snap, chill out."
Go back up at bookies.
That or Skittles.
Oh,
Hello.
I feel like that's how my mom raised me. Because if I was acting out in public, she'd always do like, "Oh, so you want to go meet in the car?" type thing. Because she had a fly swatter in the car. So what that meant, and I was straighten up. So
Ooh,
I feel like
Fly
that worked.
swatter.
Not the fly swatter.
Mhm.
My aunt uses fly swatters.
mm,
Yeah.
No.
So it was like, yeah, fly swatter was in the
Oh.
car, spoon was in the purse.
mm.
Spoon.
Ooh.
And then if we got home, that mean your daddy was home and he just had a belt. So pick your
Spoon.
options. Yeah, yeah. But
kid
thankfully,
will be
I feel
fine.
like because I was raised in such a threatening environment most of my life, I feel like I know that that not doesn't necessarily work with every kid. Because again, I was still a bad child. I knew the consequences, but like, again, it's like I have a high pain tolerance. Sometimes I'd be like, yeah, I could take a couple hits. I'm gonna do this anyway. So you got to know what type of kid you have. Because if I end up with a kid who's like, oh, I don't care if you hit me, then you got to come up with a different way of disciplining them. And if you keep doing it the same way, it's not going to work. Let's not choke out our child, though,
Yeah,
Jay.
Jay,
That's
what are you
illegal.
doing? You just be going somewhere else. Sometimes for like a split second.
I don't know what your kids are going to turn out to be, Jay.
I am worried.
Worried.
After that, I am too.
Nah, I would never strangle my kids.
Then put your hands down.
Depending on their
I would
age,
give them a
like,
lovely hug around their neck with my hands.
That
What?
is the same thing.
Oh, I just love you.
Like, and why is it gonna be both, Jay? You can't even be like that parent that'll do like the whole like grip at the back of the neck with like the
I
one
had to ask
thumb.
him
Oh my goodness.
Oh God,
for fun though.
for fun?
Well,
That's right.
we're playing, not like when I'm mad. I wouldn't do that when I'm mad, but sometimes I shouldn't.
But
you know,
sometimes.
I just
All right, so
So moral of the story is that when Jay has kids, call CPS.
no,
Mm-mm. Don't
no,
worry, Jay.
Unfit.
If
An
they
unfit.
know somebody on the outside,
no.
Mhm.
They're gonna be fine. I wouldn't whip my kids because I grew up in the house where they get whooped people got whooped all the time, and for me, even though I didn't get whooped, it was still traumatizing to me. Even now, I would curl up in the ball, cover my ears. So
Yeah,
that's why I
don't
wouldn't
like it.
I wouldn't whip my kids now because of what I had experienced living in a house with people growing up, and
I get you.
it wasn't a good feeling to hear. So I wouldn't whip my kids. I don't want that to happen.
Mm.
I'll make sure my kid isn't the cause for somebody else getting whooped.
Now, would you whip someone else's kids?
No.
Oh gosh.
Mom, just trying to-
There's no
Hand me my
yeah.
belt.
What kind of question is that?
We,
I would-
I would-
Jay,
I
we are not
if-
in that day and age
I
where
wouldn't want
you could
anybody
just
to
whoop
whip my
somebody
kids.
else's.
That's
If-
that's fighting
Mhm.
words.
If I find out somebody put their hands on my kids, it's on.
Exactly.
I'm
What kind
sorry.
of question is that?
I mean, if
Yeah, especially if you have like your own system of disciplining that kid and somebody just out of nowhere
Oh,
starts
yeah.
smacking people and they done dramatized my child for no reason or a reason that I didn't see fit to do.
Yeah.
Cause that's why I fight with like my brother and like my mom all the time. Cause we be joking, they'll be like, "Yeah, when your kids come over, they getting hit." And I was like, "No, you don't hit my kids." Like even if you're family, like please don't hit my kids. And like especially if you haven't talked to me about it.
See, that's my thing. If they get on your nerves that bad, then hit me up, call me, let me know. But don't just take it upon yourself
Yeah.
to discipline my children without talking to me first.
Yeah, because
Exactly.
I can also traumatize the kid as well.
Mhm.
But if I do find out, in the words of a famous YouTuber who plays video games in Corey's Kitchen,
Mm-hmm.
I love these words so much because it's hilarious. Dang, Jake.
sorry.
But I would tell them, I hope you bulletproof for this about to hurt. I wish somebody would.
cleared
put
his
their
throat
hands
and
on my
everything for
kid.
that.
I know he brought the mic closer. Goodness gracious.
Because it's funny, but in that situation, it's fitting only because how bold you gotta be to think that it is okay for you to put your hands on my kids.
But think about it.
And that
Back in
means
the
you
day,
do
they did
not
that.
know me.
See,
Yeah,
But back in the day
days,
was different.
It's a different time.
Yeah.
Everybody was on the
that's
same
what I-
page. Now everybody's on the same page now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
One wants to
Yu-Gi-Oh!
whoop kids, the other one to psychologically mess them up, the other wants them to just learn from consequences and all that other stuff. Everybody got a different way of how they want to raise their kids. And if their way is working, and then all of a sudden you put your hands on my kid and then mess them up,
Yeah.
sorry, but I gotta put you in a coffin.
No, I wouldn't want
Yeah.
nobody. I don't want anybody to hit my kids either.
But what if it's the opposite? What if you have somebody where they spoil your kids too much?
That's their problem.
well, see, here's the thing with that, then that's fine. Because if it's every now and again, then that's one thing. Like when you take your kids to your grandparents' house and they have the time,
Mhm.
they don't see their grandparents all the time. So like every once in a while, them being spoiled that way, I'm cool with that. So yeah, I wouldn't have trouble. I
Mhm.
wouldn't.
Nah, I would definitely call them up, but you gotta come get your kids. I told them no, they cannot have chocolate milk, and they screaming. And if you don't come get these kids now, you ain't gonna have no kids when you get back.
No, she's talking about like them spoiling your kids.
Oh, my fault. Went into a different
Yeah,
situation.
because when
Except
I was little,
They could spoil
it
my
was one of
kids
those
because I'm
things
probably
of
not.
I wasn't-
Not.
Yeah, I'll let them spoil my
yeah,
kids.
don't spoil your kids.
No,
I don't know. It depends.
I'm gonna spoil my
Depends
kids.
on my finances.
only because
Oh yeah, it depends on
from
my pockets.
my perspective, it could cause kind of conflicts. They might say, "Oh," but they might not like your style of parenting, so they probably will say, "I like such and such parents better. Can I live with them?"
See,
That's dramatic,
Wait,
Jay.
I didn't even hear that last
Say that
part.
again?
Say that last part?
Okay, so I don't want to spoil my kids because, depending on how I run my household and how the other person run their household, it could cause kind of conflicts to where your kid might say, I want to live with them, I want to live with you, I don't like you.
Oh,
Why?
You know what I'm
But
saying?
again, kids can sometimes just say stuff like that, though. And you got to be
Yeah.
prepared for it.
yeah, you just gotta prepare for that type of moment. I feel like either way it would happen. At some time, they'll always see somewhere that looks funner or looks more appealing than where they live or something like that. But
And that's when you hit them with the
Yeah.
grass is always greener on the other side of the fence.
mhm. Yeah.
Now
That
they
grass
too
ain't
young.
green on the other
Huh?
side.
No, I'm joking. I said now
Oh,
they too
yeah.
young. No joking.
Mm.
I'm like, oh man, I'm so glad you said that. Here's your bags. Going over it. No, I'm joking.
So
Mhm.
that's that.
Nah.
See, that's kind of
My
like a
uncle
psychological
did that.
discipline, though.
Yeah.
But yeah,
My
I
uncle-
think.
grandmother once.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, my
Oh.
mom's done that.
I was gonna say my uncle did that to my grandmother once. He got in trouble and he got disciplined for it, and he didn't like how he got disciplined for it. So he called CPS. And
Wait, I think I heard
no,
about
he
this.
he called the
Mhm.
police,
Okay.
and the police came and because they did their jobs and stuff. So they came, they checked him out. He didn't have any bruises or anything. So then they talked to my grandmother, and they basically told her, you can't really be hitting him too much and stuff like that. Like they gave her that speech, right? So then they're about to leave, and my grandma was like, "Oh no, take him with you." And they look kind of confused, and she was like, "No, because like y'all gotta come in my house and tell me how to discipline my kids. So no, take him with you." So they took him. So they took my uncle with them, and they drove around for a while. But they brought him right back a few hours later.
Of course, they got a job.
Wow.
Can't
Yeah.
put the kid in the back, the criminal. What?
Whoa.
Well, I don't know about it, but
Yeah, I don't know what I was.
if my
I
kid
could have
does
went
say-
many
that's a bit
ways.
extra.
Yeah, if my kid does say something like that, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. So you just want to have everything that you want, huh? You just, can I have it? Yeah, that's what you want. And then you whip out lessons from past time, and you just talk to them, and you help them to see that life ain't how you want it to be. It's not easy. It's not, oh, it's everything that I want. And I'd be like, because if it's everything that I want, we have a big house. Y'all wouldn't be here.
I will say I was kind of nervous as soon as you said whip out some lessons from the
Yeah.
past. I was like, we about to start smacking the kids again.
I know that he was going there too.
Oh, nah. I wouldn't.
Got more
I wouldn't
PTSD
want
than
my
your kids
kid-
got.
I wouldn't want my kids because they want to live somewhere.
Yeah,
Mm.
no.
Yeah.
You found a situation. I would say then let that be your motivation of where you want to be in life.
Oh wow, real
Instead of,
philosophical father there.
yeah.
What? It's like you just
I
said
gotta
something
raise
so
the bar.
amazing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, haters.
I
You
know.
just said good about something.
It's,
Why you think you said something so amazing?
it
You
was the way
did.
you like
Yeah.
nodded. You were like, oh my goodness.
Just chunks. Can't let me
Dropping
have
some
no
knowledge. I dropped
fun.
some wisdom for raising children that I don't have.
Well, that's what Ernest says. He's a very philosophical father.
Who? Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
He definitely is. I'm like, man, why your words always make me think?
Yeah.
Got me out here contemplating.
My dad's like that sometimes.
No, Jerry.
What'd you say?
The
She said her
disrespect
dad
is
was like
real.
that.
Was he?
I'm
He is like that
joking.
sometimes.
It wouldn't
What?
surprise me.
Listen, I was
Her dad and my dad were real close. So
Yeah.
it makes
I
sense
was
that he would pick up some
joking.
stuff.
Oh, wait, no. Your dad is. I've seen it for myself. Never mind. Yeah.
I ain't seen none.
Well, that no
Okay.
fault. What's
Anyways.
next? Is that the
You know,
This podcast is way too long already.
Yeah,
I know.
I
We're going
think
on 2
Jay
hours
has
and 20
reached
something.
her limit of the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
We need to
No.
go like, put her to bed or something because she getting a little out of hand.
Yeah.
I got my cookies.
Okay, let's
Ew.
end the
This
podcast
is
now.
exactly what we're
Which
talking
ones are
about. She's out of hand.
Mm-hmm.
That
Let's
has
end it.
nothing to do with the topic.
All right. I'll
It's
say
time to end.
I made this bird, guys.
I know you've been trying to show us
Congrats.
for like the past 10 minutes.
look at turkey.
Yeah.
I think it was more
Nice.
like 20.
Yeah, like a good 20.
I'll save my confession for next episode then.
You don't like
We didn't talk so much. We forgot about that.
I
I know.
He was trying to help our dear Paris.
Have some life experience.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, all
Grew
right,
up a
y'all.
little bit.
All right.
This was a good podcast. Gave y'all a little longer one since we've been gone for a while. So
Mhm.
Don't
Thank
get
y'all.
intimidated. Just break it up into parts if you need to.
mhm.
If you made it this far in the podcast,
You're a trooper.
yeah, DM me. I'll give you
Certainly.
We
$5.
appreciate you.
She fine.
Stop.
She gonna send you 5 cents.
Mhm.
She's saying that
She
from
has done that
experience.
so many
I
times.
from experience.
I didn't send you money, Paris.
No. You said $100 and you gave me 100 cents.
Hmm
That's $1.
Yeah, pesos.
No.
Okay, it's time to go. It's time to end.
Yeah.
What's
Dang.
the one of them?
So,
I know.
Anyway,
Paris, when you go out and explore the world, don't end up like this one named Alyssa.
Wow.
anyway.
All bitter. ABC answers.
Mhm.
Cool.
Always talking about how you a hater.
oh no,
You're a
Roman, you
hater.
are
At that time, at the beginning of
No.
this podcast, you were a Roman. So leave that
I
alone.
wasn't. There was no
Don't defend
reason.
Roman,
yourself.
you're always a
There's
hater.
no-
You're
no.
always
There's no
a
reason
hater.
for me to
You
hate.
You are
There's
already
no
found
reason.
guilty. We have already
Exactly.
passed judgment.
Right.
There is no hope. There is no jury. You're done.
Mhm.
Nah, I'm all
Yes.
lawyer.
No.
So,
Y'all ain't the jury. The jury cannot be a group of people that know the person
Could
who's
you
on
shut
trial.
up?
like,
Nick?
But
just
as
end this
while
now?
I'm speaking facts are facts.
What?
Facts. Thank you.
What?
shut up.
come,
Oh.
please.
Mm-mm.
It must be
Can we end this, please? I have dishes.
Big bang. That you sound
Oh,
stupid.
then let's extend this a little bit more. So she do
No,
dishes
because I got
later.
dishes too.
Oh, so they both could do dishes
Oh,
later.
so my baloney has a first name, y'all. If you
Oh,
want the
goodness.
answer, if you want to
Okay,
know,
bye, guys.
if you
We'll
want to
see
know
y'all
his
next
name,
time.
DM me.
It's Oscar.
Wow.
Please stop.
Ooh, it's always the closest ones to you that hurt you the most. So because of that, Paris, we're gonna go on this trip together.
Oh goodness.
Mhm.
Now
Yeah,
you ain't
We
got
gonna
a bed
give her
to
a
yourself.
milkshake before you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna lock them windows.
Jay, you don't have any control over the windows.
I'm a fart in like a Ziploc bag and put it under your pillow.
That is so
Ooh.
See, that's how you know
Oh,
see.
what you
See, what you gotta do is, Jay,
You
you
can
gotta
see
fart in the.
it's stuff like that that tell you what kind of high school she went to. Because certain people don't do that. You don't do
Right.
stuff like
Never
that,
heard that,
Jay.
John.
That's
Jay.
nasty.
Look, you gotta fart in the Ziploc bag, and when she in her deep sleep with her mouth open, then you open it up.
Ew.
Just let it go. Where?
You're evil.
With her mouth
so-
open, I'm gonna take my socks off, put my big toe like a pacifier.
Oh no!
Jay, that
Okay,
is so
it's time to
nasty.
end.
Your mom
It's
and your
time to
daddy
end.
ain't gonna do that to you, Paris, on the trip now, are they?
So ain't.
Anyway, y'all, thank you for tuning in. This was quite fun. We'll catch
Okay.
y'all on the flippity flop. Don't forget to feed the fishes.
Make
Shut
sure
up,
your
no, don't
flabbers
say
are
that.
gasted. You're gasted or
Jan 17,
flabbers.
y'all.
Yeah, Stan Sonu.
Wait a
That's
minute.
the
I'm
voice.
so tired of you because that's not even
That's
what I
the
said. I said
voice.
stand 17.
Go see Stray Kids.
Yeah.
Oh,
And leave
And
Sonia
stay
alone,
tuned because
Jay.
you know we're gonna be here a lot more often, sadly.
Yes. And K-pop fans, K Corner will be new episodes coming soon. All right.
And canceled. No.
Stay tuned.
Roman, you're
Him
canceled.
hating again.
You're canceled. Ain't nobody hate. Okay, explain to me how I'm hating.
No, we're gonna
We
end
don't have
it.
time.
Not hating, but you
We're
always got
gonna
something to
end
say.
it.
That don't even make no
explain to me
sense.
how
No,
I'm
we're
hating.
gonna end it. So bye.
Bye, y'all.
Wait, I gotta say one thing.
What?
One last
What?
thing.
What?
What?
I'm gonna go on live on YouTube if any of y'all want to talk to me
Anyways,
every
goodbye.
Friday.
What?
What?
Anyway.
Nonsense.
Okay, bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Dang.
It's
You see how they
Bye.
dismiss
I
you?
don't
I'll be there
know.
with you.
See y'all
I'll be
next
there with you.
time.
Yeah, gonna go live.
I'm not going
Show
live.
up. You don't have to.
Yeah, don't nobody want to see you anyway. Or talk to you.
Anyways,
The love like attitude you got, I doubt any other fans want to talk to you. No joke.
anyways, I don't have
Anyway,
an attitude with
bye.
you.
Cue the outro.
No,
Yes.
that's not how this works.
Try to
Music.
beatbox.
Roman,
Cute.
if you would stop
How
talking,
am I-
we
but how
could've
am I a
left.
hater?
I
though.
know, Roman.
We
shut
could have
up.
left. Roman,
I know, we could've
stop.
I'm giving y'all a proper outro.
Y'all,
This
you know
is
the
that. I'm
outro.
because I'm gonna say.
Nah,
Okay.
Let
as
us
we
get
arguing,
out.
she cut it off. She
Music
just said,
cue.
Thirsty for Bang Chan.
No.
oh no.
Everyone needs some peaches in their lives.
So that's how
Pretty
we
girl, you
know.
On that
Peach.
note, we're done. Thank you.
Yeah, we're
Bye.
really
Now
done
it's done.
now.
Peach, peach, peach.
Bye.
So are we done here?